How do I? See you met my faithful handyman. No! Not another one! I'll save you! It's what Batman would do! He's just a little brought down, you see, when you knocked. He thought you were the Candyman.
When I was young, I designed a machine to turn ghosts into paintings, and I traveled the world collecting them. That's horrible.
Okay. Okay. A quick shot. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, that came out wrong. You're not helping. You're not helping your case. You're not making this any better. You realize that.
Oh, it was glamorous, I can tell you. The souls of the dearly departed who couldn't rest, and you just went around and you started turning them into paintings. You're a monster. Well, tonight, I'm going to invite the whole town over for your birthday party. Oh, come on, no! So I'd better start getting ready, shouldn't I? Where's my guillotine? Because that one door says, no, you need 2 stars to enter. I figured that was the door to the final boss. And apparently no. But then again, that was a week ago. I was very young and naive then. No!
Excuse me. Coming through. Sorry. Couldn't help it. I'm completely incompetent. Damn, I look good running into those heels. Ow!
Thanks to philosophy, all is forgiven.
And welcome, gentle viewers and listeners, to today's stream. I am Coyote de la Mancha, howling at windmills and tilting at the moon. This episode's not-for-profit is the Southern Poverty Law Center, best known for their takedown of a certain group of white-clad, pointy-hooded reprobates during the 80s through their project Clan Watch. The SPLC is devoted to establishing and maintaining legal justice throughout the country. They strive to strengthen voting rights, end unjust imprisonment, eliminate poverty and economic inequality, and dismantle white supremacy. So, no prize for guessing why they don't take any money from the government.
Without poor interpretation of.
So, if you're in a position to give them a little bit of love, link is in the description. If you or someone that you know would like to
you have but to ask.
Help in other ways, link is still in the description. If you're in need of their services, helping out, whatever. But in the meantime, we have work to do. And so on with our show. As you may recall, Minsc went and got himself perished. Which is awkward because, you know, he was the one in a hurry. Everybody remember that? How in a hurry he was? Yeah. And then he just went and died, I guess, which is kind of the ultimate time killer. I mean, that's weird. I could have sworn that I put a bunch of, I could have sworn I put a bunch of signs on the map here. That's odd.
It shall be as you wish.
I know it shall. So, we are heading our way back to the surface. No, all of us, please. it's like in the Untouchable series. All right, everybody, come on, we got to bail out Al Capone. In this case, it's all right, everybody, come on, we got to go get Minsc brought back from the dead. And while I'm up there, I'll take care of a few other details as well. The problem is that there's transit time. Okay, I just forgot to put these widgets in the
It shall be as you wish.
in the lowest level. Because frankly, I thought that was the lowest level. It turns out there's at least one below that. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to head back to Nashville, whatever it's called. I forget, but the place that hired us and is responsible for mining, but not so responsible they're actually going to use their own resources to solve it.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Man, now that's no Minsc, no timer. You think so? I mean, is that how it works? I hope that's how it works. I hope he's not like, you took several days bringing me back from the dead. Now, my hamster and I are very disappointed in you. Which, again, for those of you who don't remember, this is me. Notice the mighty mental stats. Very pleased with my mighty mental stats here. And of course, I will never get tired of that image. This is Minsc! 8, 6, 9. Poor guy. So is it possible that he's going to just have this total divorce from all logic and reason? Yeah, I think it's completely possible. Now, in an ideal world, I could just drop his body off at the temple, and I'd just be like, yeah, so I'm gonna pick up another warrior to kind of pick up the slack, and I'm gonna just treat this like when we have to fly somewhere and B.A. Baracus is like, B.A. don't fly, fool! B.A. don't fly! We'll just knock him out, or in this case, he can just, you know, he'll be dead, and all will be well. But, alas,
I shall attend to it in a trice.
if I remove him from the party while he's dead, it's just assumed that we just dump him in a ditch somewhere and we just forget about him, so we can't do that. Could revive him, kick him out of the party and leave him chilling at the temple. That is a possibility, but I still need a heavy hitter to take his place in those mines. So I'm going to see what I can do. Hope your mine exploring goes well. Well, see, here's the thing, buddy old pal, because we have found out what the cause is. We have a sample of the goop that they're using. We know that these so-called demons are actually a bunch of kobolds. We've gotten rid of pretty much all of their traps and most of the kobolds. And you have an army. So I don't suppose you can consider our part of this not necessarily done, but our part of soloing this done, because this is your chance to be part of the solution. What do you say? I hope your mine exploring goes well. Gosh, thanks. Thanks for nothing. Alright. Feckin' hell. Just wander our way up here. Do 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 do. If you miss the train I'm on, you will know that I have gone. Pardon me, please. You can hear the
You
whistle
have but to
blow. 500 miles. Is this something useful? Is this... Okay, it's not. No. 500 miles, 500 miles. 500 miles, 500 miles. You can hear the whistle blow. 500 miles. Lord, I'm one. Lord, I'm two. Lord, I'm three. Lord, I'm four. Lord, I'm 500 miles from my home.
It shall be as you wish.
All right, some quick shopping here. "500 miles, 500 miles, 500 miles, 500 miles. You can hear the whistle blow. 500 miles." Yeah. As you may recall, what is her name again? Bronwyn. Bronwyn ended up trying to fight barehanded last time because we frickin' nothing. Her weapon broke, and she was like, "No problem, I'll bare knuckle it." And I'm like, "Woman, what is wrong with you?" Okay, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but you can stop now. I love the fact that I know it says Isle Gem, but every time I look at this, it looks like Lol Gem, which is very appropriate. So I'm just selling all of the gems. Is there anything else here that I can sell that I'm willing to part with? Not really. All right, Dorn, what are you carrying around? Yeah, that's right. We don't really need the splint mail right now, do we? But yeah, if I get rid of Minsc, and I'm not categorically against the idea, understand? It's just if I do, it's like, okay, well then, you know, we've only got one tank, and we're really gonna need two. I'm pretty sure. So let's see. Did that get... Okay, that did not automatically get purchased. Let's go ahead and just dump that on the ground. That is a fine thing to do. All right. And
I shall attend to it in a trice.
you, fair lady of the scowly face and the fancy knickerbockers, there. Before we do anything else, arm thyself, person that you are. Be armed. Armed you must be. Yeah, it's weird to me. Weapons break, but armor doesn't. Now, you figure that one out. And the thing is, if either armor or weaponry is... I suppose that you could say that it's because the armor has been being used more for a longer period of time, because you're more likely like, all right, fix my armor, as opposed to, you know, my sword is badly damaged, fix my sword, I suppose. My thought is, frankly, though, that you would tend to repair both if you could. And so the idea that, like, everybody's weapon is susceptible is just silly. I mean, Bronwyn was a stone statue for years. Why did her weapon break? That makes no sense.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
You know, her weapon was turned to stone.
You must gather your party before...
She had to have gotten it before the iron shortage started.
It shall be
Oh,
as you
well.
wish.
Alright, let's see here. Ah, intrepid adventurers at our door. Helms guards over all the realms, and his servants are at your disposal. The vigilant one stands ready to mend thy ailments, and so divert the unyielding gaze of the great guide. For a suitable donation, of course. Just to demonstrate our mutual goodwill, you understand. You fucking hypocrite. Just shut up and take my money. Oh my god. Yeah, I was expecting it to be a magical curse as well. And it turns out that it's an easily detectable and easily deduced thing that it's just, yeah, this is just what somebody's doing. You've just got some schlep with alchemy in the mines, and he's having kobolds smear it on the iron. The iron is easily detected as being smeared at a glance. Nobody notices. It just gets handed over to the smiths, and they somehow don't notice either. I don't know, maybe it dries by the time... It would have to dry by the time that, that it reaches the smiths. Maybe we just found it when it was freshly besmeared. But still, I mean, it was in the iron carts that way. You have miners, you have guards down there. Just, what the hell, guys? Yeah, I'm giving donations to bring my reputation up a bit. If I think if my sister in heart calls me a mutton-mongering riffraff one more time, I might just completely lose my shit. So, the solution, as with so many other problems, is to buy a priest. Well, rent a priest. Bribe a priest. Okay. You're looking better, Minsc. Don't say I never gave you anything. Now...
Camaraderie, adventure, and steel on steel. The stuff of legend, right, Boo?
Good to have you back, buddy.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
So, okay.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
I'm not sure. First things first. Nope, wrong door. First things
You
first.
have but to ask.
Rest
You have
everybody
but to
up,
ask.
reassess, and then figure out where to go from there.
You have but
My
to
character
ask.
is getting very bitter very quickly. I don't know if I'm kicking Minsc out or not. I should at least kick him out long enough to look around and see if I can find another single warrior. Because the thing is, even if I go back and I pick up Khalid and Jahira, I have to take both of them. Which means somebody else has to go. And I'll be getting rid of Minsc and somebody else to get a Midland fighter who's fine, I suppose, and the world's most aggravating would-be druid who spends more time complaining than actually, you know, it just doesn't appeal. So, alright. If I excuse Minsc from my party here, in theory, I can just come back here and pick him up again. In fact, let me get back into the building just to make sure, just in case, just to make sure he doesn't like, my hamster and I were on the street, so I wandered off to this other location over here. Yeah. Oh, good, yeah, a paladin. That would be perfect. The paladin and the anti-paladin, who is called a blackguard in this game. Seriously, that's a name that is much older than video games, blackguard. And, it dates back a long way. And it doesn't mean anti-paladin classically. So, I mean, it's worse than being a scoundrel, but it's not as bad as being a black-hearted villain. Unless, of course, you're playing the video game. All right. Now, is Minsc is still there? Okay. In theory, he will remain here. Yes? Is that the theory? Is he the fool? He should stay here, right?
I shall attend to it in a trice.
I don't want to just miss out on Minsc. Okay. Maybe there's somebody I can recruit. Maybe there's somebody that I can recruit in the festival, the carnival. I mean, that could make sense. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's try that. I mean, I found Bronwyn there. Why not? Rabbit tracks. Train tracks. Interesting. These cart tracks seem to go in this vague direction. Oh, hello. There's another building over here. What are you? Manor House. Okay. You never know. I might find someone I can recruit here. It is locked. Well, if I lived in a manor in this part of the world, I would probably lock my doors too, so I guess that's not exactly a shock. Okay. Carnival. Groovy. It's groovy, baby, yeah. Okay, Khalid and Shahira are here, actually. Merchant, 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 merchant. Gambling tent, merchant. I'm not interested in gambling. Apparently there's a guy in the mines we can recruit. Oh, okay, that's awesome. That potentially solves a lot of problems.
You have
then.
but to ask.
We will just scooch back to the mines and figure on recruiting whoever that is in there.
It shall be as you wish.
Bronwyn is a priest, and her god has advised us that if we continue in the mines, we will find the answer that we seek. Therefore, that is what we are doing. His alignment should be compatible with my current party. Dude, that means, like, nothing right now. The alignment of my party is all frickin' over the place. Not a shirt on my back, not a penny to my name. Lord, I can't go home this away, this away, this away, this away, this away. Lord, I can't go home.
Gather your party before venturing
This
forth.
away.
Gather your party before venturing forth.
Okay, dude.
Stand away, citizen!
Stand away, citizen. Also, feel free to advance. What are you doing? Whatever been causing all the trouble isn't something I'd want to run into. Yeah, that's been made pretty clear. I mean, I don't know what it is, but I guess it's turning all the iron gay. What does that even mean? You make no sense. Stand away, citizen. All right, fine, whatever. That's not the sound of me being a hypocrite and not wanting to risk myself even while I'm in the guard. That's the sound of the human spirit. It says, rise up, build a civilization, destroy evil from a safe distance while properly armored. Ah! Ah! You know the mages are building their 5G wizard towers. You know that, right?
I shall attend to it in a trice.
It's gonna turn us all into homunculi. What does that mean? I don't know, but I'm against it. You ever have an axe just go right through your skull? I've actually been able to avoid that. Yeah, and then that cool blast of air hits your brain. What are you talking about? It's so refreshing. You gotta try it sometime, you guys. Of course. Then you get the pain hits, so try not to get too hung up on it. Yes, I suppose that would be for the best. You know, I forgot to give Minsc his stuff, so that we didn't have to carry it around. I was in such a hurry to get back here. So, let's see, is this... Yeah. Okay. And label this one as upwards. So I have labeled the map. I am being a responsible coyote. Look at me go. So,
I shall attend to it in a trice.
do I want you to tell me exactly where the recruit is or not? Let me think about that for a second. I'm genuinely not sure. Okay, did they put the traps back? They're more... It's looking like no, which this kind of operation kind of makes sense because I don't think that there's going to be a lot of communication between the head guy and the minions, especially when the minions start screwing up. They're going to be like, you know what, let's just not have anything to do with the big guy for a while. Anyone else in the chat have an opinion as to whether I should find the next recruit organically? Yeah, lots of loot that we do not need. Pressing onward. He should be hard to miss. Okay, why don't we see if I can find him organically. Bronwyn has already given us advice from her deity once. Let us not presume upon the gods. They're a little hard to trust anyway. That whole, holier than thou, attitude really gets on me after a while. Alright.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Ah, enemy sighted. Alright, here we go. Okay. Okay. Okay, you've got a sling. I have a sling, even though I'm doing well to hit the floor with it. Yes, you are Bronwyn's god now. Izzard the Fool is the avatar of the war god of the realms. That should surprise no one.
Possibly frosty. Death!
Okay.
You have but to ask.
Yeah, I feel like we are getting closer to our objective. If only because there was only like one kobold there. So we're gonna, probably after this, we're gonna see some more powerful guards. And then, while after that, we will encounter... Yeah, go Dorn with your Thaco modifications. Yeah. Kobold Commando, oh my god, yeah. Kobold Commandos are the ones that are like, oh yeah, I'll do you 20 points of damage with an arrow. Oh well, let's see now. What's your armor class again? -1. Yeah, okay, you can go ahead. You can go ahead and act the part of a tank, just so that we don't lose poor Dorn. He's misunderstood more than anything else, really. Okay. Killed the Kobold Commando. From here we have kobolds. Much easier to deal with.
Give us victory!
Okay. Well done, Imowen. Yeah, you're pretty awesome when you're not, shooting your mouth off needlessly about just... I appreciate that you have moral objections to things that I do not. I get that. I
It shall be
respect
as you
that.
wish.
All I'm asking is that you also respect my morals. My morals are apparently a little more flexible than yours. My morals lack certain constraints. My morals do yoga. And I'm just saying that maybe it would be reasonable, to accept this. My inventory is full. How is that possible? Oh, I didn't mean to take all that stuff. Derp. Alright, let us try that again. Okay.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Alright, Bronwyn, take arrows. Excellent. Bronwyn has taken arrows. Let's, you know what? Let's do that. That is a fine thing. Okay. And you have... Actually, hang on a second. Let's see if I can identify these darn things. Not at a glance. No. Okay, well, you know what? That's fine. We will save those, and we'll just have those in your backup quiver for when we encounter something big and bad. Yeah, Dorn is still carrying around all of Minsc's stuff. Yeah, sorry about that, Big D. Let's see here. What is this? Potion of Invulnerability. Yes, you're going to need that. And I'm going to give some more arrows over to Dorn here. I will confess, it still amuses me a little bit. I actually forgot to give Minsc back his stuff, so he is just hanging around in jeans and a t-shirt, and he's just like, I sense that our erstwhile companions... I feel as though we have forgotten something. Surely it would not be something important. Doop-de-doop-de-doop-de-doo. Keep telling yourself that. Okay. So let me check the marching order real quick here. What is that looking like currently? First, we need to gather up and shove each other and be confused. Okay, so we have Dorn in the very front. Then Bronwyn is next to Imowen. You know what? Imowen's got the most hit points of the entire group. I think that'll be fine. Okay, let's investigate this little cave here. Aha! The kobold. A small mythological beast. Oh, there's more than one. Oh, look at him go. Okay, let's see now. Kobold, 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 kobold. Okay. Alright, hold on a minute. No, I did not want you using those right now, dear. The dude she just wasted a fire arrow on a kobold.
Let's give them a right thrashing. Or possibly Frosty.
Sister of my heart. Have some priorities. Okay, and Dorn, go ahead and use your signature. Yeah, I forget sometimes that if you move something around, the game just assumes, oh, okay, so that's what you want to have at the ready. Not necessarily! Smite! And everyone attacks Kobold. Kobold, death. Okay, and we have short swords. We do not need short swords. We will carry on.
You have but to ask.
Hello. Hello there. Zan. Well, you're not attacking, so you're probably not the big boss around here. Okay, Zan, that's... Do you know a guy named Czar? No, just curious.
I thank you for my freedom, friends, for I have languished in these dismal vaults too long.
It was unbearable, waking each morn to the mud and rock instead of the rising sun. I am Zan, a grey cloak of Everesca, and as proficient in the ways of magic as any man can be. If you be enemies of Mulahey, I would join your cause, hopeless. Though it is. And then the exit music to the old Incredible Hulk series starts playing. One of my options is actually, it's hard enough trying to keep our hopes up without you bringing them down. I'd rather you didn't join us. If I had Minsc with me, that would totally be my response. How did you kind of be trapped in such an inhospitable place, old buddy, old pal, old bean? Alas, I was sent to investigate the strange goings-on about this area, and I landed caged, for seemingly hopeless weeks on end. I have not seen the sun almost as long as I have not seen my home. Okay, Zan, I have mixed feelings about this. On the one hand, yeah, we could definitely use an extra adventurer to help out. On the other hand, you were literally being kept here by 4 kobolds. No traps, no ambush, just 4 kobolds with short swords. Do you not have a sleep spell? And yeah, one of the responses is, if that's the case, I don't want you in my group. How effective can you be if you were captured by this lot? But the first option, and the only one that I have not read aloud, is where I'm going to go right now, which is, certainly you're welcome to join with me. Another pair of hands can only help, especially when they wield powerful magic. I thank you. However ineffective our actions may be, I shall not rest until I have made payment to you. Okay. If you have searched through Mulahey's treasure, you may have found a sword among his documents. Who keeps a sword with their documents? Okay, so is that the payment you're wanting to give? The sword is a moonblade, and it is my most valued possession. So you're not going to rest until you've made payment to me. By the way, I should make with the goods. Oh. Okay, I rescued an elf named Zan from the mines of Nashkel. My heart is an endless well of darkness and sorrow, even more than usual. Alright, let's take a look at this guy. Okay, Zan, let's talk. Level 2 Enchanter. Okay. Well, at higher levels, that can be devastating. Second level? I don't know. I'm always leery about specializing. Specialization just strikes me as being unhealthy. Proficient in dagger, so not proficient in sling, cannot hit the floor with a sling. Okay. Male elf enchanter, lawful neutral. That's an unusual alignment for an elf. Strength 13, dexterity 16. Oh my god! Constitution 7. Ha! Why am I stuck in this terrible place? I am only guarded by 4 kobolds, but I am far too weak to resist them. Why, even rainy weather and toasted cheese make me feel ill. Intelligence 17, Wisdom 14, Charisma 16. Liar! Liar! Lying liar who lies! You're a liar! I do not believe he has a charisma of 16. Not in a million years. When asked about his past, Zan wistfully speaks of his home in the elven stronghold of Evereska and his role as a Grey Cloak. It was apparently decreed that he was to investigate the events of the iron shortage, determine who or what were the causes, and ascertain whether there was a greater threat to the region as a whole. Gee, I wonder why anyone would have sent him off alone, away from everyone else. This was definitely not a small task. Did he accept it with courage and bravery? And he accepted the responsibility with a great deal of dread. You get the feeling, however, that he approaches everything with a great deal of dread. He has devoted his life to improving his mastery of magic and has become a skilled wizard, though his dedication has left him little time to make friends or acquire any other pastimes. Yeah, that's why he has no friends. Because he spends all his time on magic. That's definitely the reason. He strikes you as very capable, though probably not the best influence on morale. Yeah, gee, I wonder. Oh, lousy. Okay, Zan.
If you want.
Ha! That's his cue for when I tell him to do something.
Have to ask.
If you want. He is. Can I? Wait. Can I change his name? Can I? No, I can't. Darn it! I was wanting to tack on like Zan the Unfortunate or something like that, but apparently that is not going to happen. Now there's a bunch of like cool carpets and stuff over here, and that looks neat. Okay, Zan, what kind of spells? You have no spells. Okay, hang on a minute. And he knows Charm Person and Color Spray, and literally no other spells. No other spells. None. Which reminds me, I'm carrying around a bunch of scrolls, and I can't learn from them, but Nira can. I've been being very silly. Okay. So... Charm Person... I'm thinking Charm Person is not going to be as effective as one might hope. So, to get one of those Charm Persons, let's add on a Color Spray. Yeah, this good plan. Coyote clever. Alright, so... Okay, he's supposed to be a prisoner. I mean, technically, there are these guards here, but who's going to check on this guy? We might be able to actually make camp here. We just might. We might be able to make camp here without being disturbed. Let him get his frickin' spells back. Alright, let's see now. Bronwyn and Imowen, and then... Alright, he is to my right. Nira the Adorable is to my left. Okay, excellent. So... Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can actually sleep here. I love the little rest animations, they're so cool. Hello, little Mises! Little mice. Yeah, I was right. Nobody checks on Zan. They took one look at him. They were like, yeah, he's not going anywhere. He's not even going to try. There is no hope, truly, anywhere. Yeah, he'll be fine. Just put a couple of kobolds. Guys, just hang out and smoke. It'll be fine.
Tis a fine day to die.
Bronwyn, speak for yourself. Okay, so I'm guessing this is going to be like a, if not the big bad evil guy, at least a big bad evil guy. So let's check out what's over in here to the north first. Just to make sure... No, get back here. Just to make sure that nothing comes up behind us. Alright. And let me just go through, make sure everybody is armed the way that I want them to be armed. Looks like they are. You only have... Wait. Yeah, of course he has no weapons. Okay, alright. Tell you what I'm going to do. You can have a sling. I don't know how to use... Shut up, you're having a sling. This is my life now. Yeah, and I don't want to hear it. You can just shut up, have a Coke and a smile. I'm giving you 30 stones because you're probably not going to be with us that long because you're a frickin' schlep. I'm not going to give you a dagger because the only... Wait. I am going to give you a dagger because I have two. Typical dagger. I believe that one it was my father's. Yeah, and this is the one I got from a dude who tried to murder me. So here. You have weapons. Are you happy? If you must ask rhetorical questions, Zan. Nobody cares. Okay. Moving on. Yeah, apparently this whole leg of the journey is just going to be me bullying Zan, I guess. Imoen, do you detect with your little eye any...
I've done had enough of this.
What? What are you talking about? Wait just a minute. My reputation should be in good shape right now. Reputation is average 10. Oh, it's probably just because we're underground and she hates being underground. Okay, that's fair. Okay, apparently there's no secret doors or anything, or she would have found them by now. Alright. Nothing behind us. Goody goody. Give everybody a chance to kind of get in position. No, why am I in front? What is... Okay, game. Game, this is the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing. Okay. No, put me in back. And why is... So now why is Nira in the very front? Okay, game. You're being confusing, but I'll work with you on this, okay? I'll do the best I can by you. You try to do the same for me. He said, laughing somewhat at his own folly. You know, actually, as I think of it, since we're down here, and there's kobolds down here. Kobolds are good at ambush, so instead, let's see, I'll have... Yeah. So, trade places between the ladies, and we're basically going to a circular formation with me in the middle. And, alright. Okay, preparation time. So I'm pretty sure that things are going to get grim. So... Nira, with your 4 hit points, cast armor. Imoen, be ready to shoot things. Zan, if you just talk to them, they'll fall on their own swords. I should have expected... Yeah, whatever, shut up. Dorn? Smash.
You have but to ask.
What? How'd you get in here?
Aha! There's Mulahey. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Cannot save it this time. Darn it. Alright. But it looks like he's interested in talking. Alright, I'm curious. Let's see what he has to say. Tazok must have dispatched you, and my traitorous kobolds let you pass, didn't they? Well, I knew I could not trust them. Well, you see, armed as such, you have obviously been sent to kill me. Well, by Sarek, not a measure of ore leaves these mines unspoiled, and still I am to be executed? Okay, well, you just... I'll not lose my head over this. Okay, One is tempting, which is just yes, fool, Tazok is most displeased with thee. Reveal your treachery, and mayhaps he will spare you. And technically, I could argue that that's not a lie, because from what Mulahey is saying, Tazok is most displeased with him. And Tazok is going to spare him, because I'm not, ironically. So, yeah, I'm actually going to go with 1. I'm gonna kind of take the fairy route on this. I'm not technically lying, but I am pixieing on the intent. Tazok is unfair. I have no desire to cheat him or thee. My letters will show. They are in that chest. Take them, and Tazok will see. Okay. All right. Well, that seems, reasonable. Fools, you'll never have a chance to take anything. Minions, come forth and kill the intruders. Well, you know, it was a thought. So, okay. Minions, come forth and kill the intruders. Could be better, but it could also be a lot worse. Yeah, just everybody attack this guy. I will cast Sleep, which will hopefully encompass him and the minions that he is calling forth, probably more kobolds. Nira. I think now's the time for your magic missile. Just kind of wear him down a little bit. Zan, since you're in front, I'm thinking color spray would be ideal. I'm gonna have our 2 melee fighters move up, but not be quite in Zan's line of fire, because I don't trust Zan to not completely botch it. So we'll just see what happens. Okay, more kobolds. Mulahey is too high a level for color spray, but Nira spoiled his spell. Okay. I cast Sleep, which, as usual, did nothing. Alright. Alright. Bronwyn, Dorn. Just keep hammering on this guy. Oh wow, none of the kobolds were affected by the color spray either. What the hell? Holy crap. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Kobold, kobold, skeleton, kobold, kobold. Well, this should be interesting. Okay, and the kobolds are just going around the, kobolds are just going around the mage, and nothing's happening. And there's more kobolds, and there's more skeletons. Okay. Alright, first, damage control. Just more sleep on the skeletons from me. Nira. Also, more sleep on the skeletons. Zan. Zan, let's see, where are you? You're right there, huh? Okay, Zan, I guess just get stabby with him. Just stab him. Okay. Lots of kobolds have been taken out of the fight. This is good. Man, it's hard to even tell where everything is at the moment. Mulahey is badly injured. Okay, you guys keep pouring it on. Honestly, yeah, Imowen, you're fine right where you are. I yield to thee! Accept my surrender! Do I trust this guy? Well, see, here's the thing. If I accept his surrender, I will feel obliged to honor that surrender. I will have given my word. On the other hand, I am aware that Dorn is kind of a loose cannon, and he may or may not honor a surrender. He may or may not care. Okay, tell us what's been happening here and you may yet leave alive. We'll see. We'll see if you're leaving here alive or not. I thank thee for my mercy. There in the chest are all my letters. Take them and leave me be. I will bother you no more. No, you're just gonna die. I'm not actually going to give you any more information than I already was, and I betrayed you once, but we're good, right? Actually, no. No, we are not. So. Yeah, actually, you know what, as I think of it, let's go ahead and just everybody pile onto Mulahey right now, and then we can deal with the darn skeletons. I love your skulls for coming here! You'll ruin everything! That's kind of the point.
Only take me to a licensed cleric.
Oh, yeah, and then a skeleton hit Nira once, and that was it for her. Oh, man. Yeah, it's unfortunate that in this system, there's no attack of opportunity. I mean, even in first edition, there was attack of opportunity. But in this game, they didn't put it into the system. It may have just been too complicated. But, you know, you do what you can. Oh, dear. Okay. Mulahey cast Hold Person. Bronwyn has been held. And oh, there's more. There's more skeletons coming in. God damn. And more reinforcements. Okay. Well, this is going pear-shaped in a hurry. There, the cleric is gonna die. It's these damn skeletons. Okay, why would you, when you're fighting for your life, and you think that this is so odd. Why would you keep 2/3 of your force in reserve under those circumstances? What the hell? I do not understand this. There is this thing called sense, and this is not making it. Yeah, I think I may lose this fight, simply because of the madness of this NPC. He was like, oh, well. Yeah, there are so many, and there weren't that many at the start of the fight. There were not this many at the start of the fight. But he was like, oh, well, since now you've almost killed me, I'll bring in the other 2/3 of my forces. Who does that? Who frickin' does that? This only makes sense if his whole plan was to die taking us out from the very beginning. I do not understand this. Alright, Bronwyn. Jeez. Yeah, she's... I mean, her armor class... Bronwyn's armor class is still -1, so... it should be... Izzy the Fool is playing Baldur's Gate EE as well. Awesome. I mean, it should be really hard for them to do her damage because they cannot aim their blows at her intelligently, and she has an armor class of -1. But I guess that's not being taken into account either. This is just very unfortunate all the way around. And the one person... Oh, wow. He cast another hold spell. That's it. That's everything. Okay, where the heck is this him? I can't tell. Mulahey. Yeah, okay. Yeah, basically everybody is held but me and depressing boy there.
I am a dead man.
Yeah, Bronwyn is now dead. Zan is now dead. It's basically me and Dorn. Yeah, Mulahey is near death. And Dorn is held. I am the only person left, basically, who can try to do anything. Okay. That's okay. Which one is Mulahey? It looks... Okay, that has to be Mulahey right there. Yeah, okay. Okay. Everybody's dead but me. I did Larlock's Minor Drain, which... Okay. Yeah. Sleep spell is useless in this game somehow. Holy crap. How the bloody blue-eyed hell did anyone take 9 points of damage from a skeleton? How is that a thing? I really don't understand. There's a lot of things in this fight that I don't get. Okay. Gorian's ward in your game is a dragon disciple sorcerer. Wish me luck. I do wish you luck. Have fun with that. So yeah, that fight made no sense to me. I do not understand a lot of what happened there. So we'll just do this again.
It shall be as you wish.
What? How'd you get in here?
Alright, we're going through this again. I'm going to go ahead and keep the basic dialogue pattern the same. Now, the game basically kind of assumes that it's kind of like in Baldur's Gate 3. It just kind of assumes that I trust this guy. So I have to really go out of my way to coordinate things if that is not the case.
It shall be as you wish.
Stand back and watch this.
Okay. Zan will just be like
What is the
right there.
point?
Dorn will be right there.
Thy
Be
Valkor's
right
mighty
there.
blade.
Okay. Now,
You have but to ask.
okay. Oh, hello. Okay, I can pause as soon as the chest opens. Places everyone from the top. Yeah, exactly. And that allows me to actually gather things up. So okay. That's interesting. Now, I'm working on the assumption that Okay, I lost track of what I was going to say. Forget I said that. I'm working on the assumption that
You have but to ask.
the Moonblade here is the one that Zan was talking about. So congratulations, Zan. You now have a Moonblade. I do not believe that you are proficient in it because I do not believe that you are competent in anything, but here you go anyway. Okay. So the theory is that he was stalling until like 2,000 kobolds and skeletons came from the area that I secured previously. That our thief searched for secret doors and traps and found nothing. Kind of frustrating. But okay, yeah, well, your strategy just didn't work. Why? What was wrong with it? Oh, nothing. Just... game just didn't want it to. Okay. Fools, you'll never have the chance to take anything. Minions! Come forth and kill the intruders! Alright, people. Let's get this underway. You cast sleep over there, and you shoot him lots. Alright, so Imoen, this is why you have the fire arrows. Zan, do something cool with that sword of yours. Bronwyn, I'm just going to need you to stay there for a moment and hold the line. Alright, I've got the web going. Alright. Let's see if this works a little differently, shall we? Oh, okay, yeah, it did. Not quite in the way that I was hoping, though. Okay. Okay, Bronwyn, Dorn, that is not where I needed you to be. That is literally not a place that I needed you to be at all. But okay. Nira's spell. Okay, Wild Surge, Wild Color Changes, awesome. Okay, so that's nice. That's for Mulahey. Alright, so I'm doing Minor Drain on Mulahey. Imoen, please shoot him lots. Yeah, I thought that I had this set so that it wouldn't do an auto pause as soon as you ran out of weapons from a particular slot, but okay. So I guess she just... Imoen attacks Mulahey, critical miss, and then none of her other weapons got rolled for, I guess. Because he's uninjured and there's no indication that she hit or missed. Gert? Okay. Okay. Keep firing, assholes! And I can't even... Okay, I can't even try to give them commands. Can you attack? You're in place, but you can't even swing your arms in this. Okay. All right, that's cool. That is fine.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Or your arrows in this case. Okay. Way to go, Zan! Zan took that sword and just went to town on him. Mulahey takes 11 slashing damage from Zan and died. Nicely done. Okay, now if there was a way I could command the fighters who moved when I did not want them to, and therefore were in the effects of the web, to have it so that they would get out of that effect when they made their saves, that would be splendid, but unfortunately that is not allowed. Okay. Okay, and apparently... Alright, Zan, you're doing good. You're doing good. I guess keep doing what you're doing. Bronwyn, I'm going to go ahead and level her up real quick before I forget. Zan, there's a thing that's happening in places. Okay, there we go. All right. All right, Zan. See if you can kill this one. You know, every little bit helps. All right, Mira. Attack that one. And Imowen also attack that one. Yeah, except for the two fighters moving against my direction and getting webbed up. This fight has been going much better, I will say.
Whatever.
Heh. Whatever. Yes, you're an inspiration to us all. Now shut up. Alright, so... Missile... Doesn't matter because they're held. Missile, missile, missile. Alright, we're just going to take advantage of this whole web scenario while we can.
Or possibly frosty. Death!
What are you? Kobold? Kobold? Wait, look. Okay, you know what? Those are kobolds up there. Eat sleep spell. Okay. Why, Bronwyn, you seem to be mobile again. Come back here.
Fine day to die.
Now you need to talk about it being a fine day to die. That is not the point of this endeavor. The point is, don't charge when I say hang back. O thou magnificent brainlet thou. Okay, everybody. Now attack this guy. Why, Dorn, you also have finally regained your freedom of mobility. That is a lovely thing. You know what you have? You have a bow. Use your bow. They are stuck,
This will not be a quick death.
and we retain our freedom of motion. Okay. Just use missile weapons against the helpless opponents, guys. Alright. Now the skeleton. Okay, the web spell seems to have finally ended. Warriors? Warriors of the front?
This
You're up now.
be a quick death.
It shall be
And I am back here. Okay. Alright. Now that is how I was expecting the fight to go the first time. Whew. Yeah. I love it when spells work, although I will note sleep didn't really have a whole lot of effect on the kobolds this time around. But, that's okay. Autopause enemy sighted. Oh yeah, okay, let's although that kobold is definitely asleep and dead. Alright. So cannot save during combat. Okay, let me know when combat is over. Combat is over. Very good. Alright. Time to start taking things. Mulahey's holy symbol. Ooh, hello. So, alright. In my inventory is full. Oh no! Oh yes. Okay, you know what? Sleep doesn't seem to do anything except against, like, goblinoids. I'm not sure why that is, but it's depressing. Maybe I've just been really unlucky and people have been making their saving throws. Maybe I just don't live right. A scroll of chromatic orb. Okay, I'm glad you didn't have time to use that. Chromatic orb. That is something that I definitely want to see Nira doing. Yeah, I dropped 3 kobolds to sleep. That is cool. Except they're like quarter hit die creatures. So that means basically that on the 2d4 that I rolled 2 1s. Okay, that and... Ooh, papers, please. Inventory full. Oh no, my inventory can't possibly be full. Nira, take this. You need to study more. And Bronwyn, I think, will take the holy symbol to examine. And I don't think that we need to take all of those weapons. So, okay.
It is certain that the death of Mulahey will relieve the fears of the terrorized folk of Nashkel. But you remain uneasy. While the half-orc may indeed have caused the evils that befell the mine, the shortage of iron is too widespread to be his doing alone. His letters confirm...
I find that to be racist.
And though they give little indication as to where his cohorts are hiding, they may have links to the bandits that currently plague the coastway.
I mean, Dorn is a half-orc, and okay, bad example. The point is, don't judge people by their heritage or their appearances. Okay, let me check my journal for the whole entry here. Okay, From Mulahey's letters, I see that he had a superior named Tezok, to whom he communicated through an intermediary named Tranzig. I should be able to find this Tranzig at Feldepost's Inn in Baragost. Oh, no. The inns of Baragost are horrible. Alright, I need to return to Baron Gastkill and inform him of the situation. Funny that a guy whose name indicates that he has killed Ghasts couldn't gather his forces and lead a bunch of trained, armed military people down here and handle the situation. It's not that I mind doing it, it's that I mind him not doing it when it is blatantly his job to do it.
To ask.
Ah, Imoen, you are slowed. It is your greed that has... Let me see here. Yeah, that'll work. Just hand that to Dorn. That's fine. Okay. You know what? Alright, the time has come for me to identify a few things. In fact. Okay, I did not identify that at a glance. Did not identify that at a glance. Let's see here. Yeah, that's one of the old ransom letters. 680 gold is on my head now. Damn, okay. My servant Mulahey, here we go. I have sent you the kobolds and mineral poison that you require. Your task is to poison any iron ore that leaves these mines. Don't reveal your presence to the miners or you'll find yourself swamped by soldiers from the local Omnian garrison. Surprise, actually you won't. My superiors have recently hired on the services of the Black Talon mercenaries and the Chill. With these soldiers at my disposal, I should be able to destroy any iron caravans entering the region from the south and east. I don't want to deal with iron coming from the national mines, so don't fail in your duty. Tezok. Okay, already read that one. My servant Mulahey. Your progress in disrupting the flow of iron ore does not go as well as it should. I don't know, our swords have been breaking just fine. How stupid can you be to allow your kobolds to murder the miners? Dude, the soldiers didn't do anything. With your presence revealed, you should be wary of enemies sent to stop your operation. Your task is a very simple one. If you continue to show you can't do the job, you will be replaced. I will not send the kobolds you have requested as I need all the troops I possess to stop the flow of iron into this region. With this message, I have sent more of the mineral poison that you require. If you have any problems, then send a message to my new contact in Baragost. His name is Tranzig, and he'll be staying at Feldepost's Inn. Tezok. Copy that note. Okay, well, you know what? This is a really comfortable-looking little nook.
It shall be as you wish.
I think we should sleep here tonight. As soon as you guys, you know, feel up to moving across the map or something, I mean, far be it from me to tell you how to do your job. Okay. Anything else that needs to happen before we carry on? I don't think so. Where do I stand XP-wise? I'm still a respectful distance away from 3rd level. Darn it. Okay. So, was there anything else in that chest? Yes. And our friendly neighborhood thief will happily take those things. Alright. Spells. If I but had... Okay. I don't remember if I have this set so that it's an automatic success for memorizing spells, so I guess we'll find out. Can I not... Okay, chill touch, right magic. Here's where we find out. Okay. Okay, that is not a thing. Alright. I think we need to change that. In tabletop, yeah, I'm all about rolling the dice, but in this particular computer game, there's enough stuff that is kind of throwing me for a loop. I don't need to not be able to memorize spells. Is that only available on a lower difficulty? Oh dear. Okay, story mode, enable cloud saves, no. Well, yes, but no. But also yes. Max HP, no difficulty-based damage increase. Don't melee after depleting one ammo stack, okay. Okay. So... Alright. Then where the heck... Okay, you know what? I don't want to take a whole lot of time on this. So for right now, if she doesn't make her roll, she just doesn't make her roll. Alright, Lolux, minor drain. She did not get chromatic orb. You already have that? Wait, do you already have... Okay, you do. Alright. Okay. Alright, this is fine. I will worry about the rest later. We have...
You are startled out of sleep with a chill, though the night is warm and calm. It is though someone has walked across your grave, and for a moment you wonder if it was you. With this thought, the ground beneath you opens, and you are swept into the dark. When light returns, you do not find its presence comforting. Before you lay the empty mines of Nashkel, cleansed by your previous passage. You move through walls and floors alike, descending deeper and deeper, until a bloated figure comes into view. Mulahey, in no better shape than you left him, stands motionless before you. Held from whatever afterlife calls it, this foul apparition has been waiting for you. A dagger of bone hovers before it, ready for a willing hand to drive it deep. Had this creature breath, you are sure it would be hurling curses. It waits for the kill, a death beyond death, and knows no hope. You turn your back on the blade, and it clatters to the floor. Punishment enough shall find this creature in the land of the dead. You need not inflict any more upon him. Surprised and thankful, the visage of Mulahey hobbles forward and through you, off to whatever fate it deserves. Perhaps for safekeeping, it leaves a part of itself behind. It is a spark of hope that fills a space within you, a dagger-shaped hole you did not know was empty. there is a cry of rage from the depths, and the dagger of bone launches itself through the air. Your heart, its target. You awake just as it should have struck, and the cold sweat that covers you stings your eyes. A disapproving voice lingers in your ears, though it should have disappeared with the dream. You will learn.
Okay. You know, yeah, I'm good with that. And as my spiritual journey has continued, I now have, in addition to Larlock's Minor Drain as an inherent ability, I also have the ability to cure others. And I was a little annoyed when I got Larlock's Minor Drain at first because, you know, it's based on reputation. I still don't think I should have lost reputation for what I did, although literally all of my companions disagree with me vehemently. Especially Emma. Yes, I know. Thank you, dear. But having gotten that one...
It shall be as you wish.
I don't know. I feel like the combination of the two does suit me because it's a versatile perspective. If that makes any sense. It's, oh, hell, I remember what I was going to do. But yeah, it suits my good alignment, but also my kind of chaotic neutral tendencies. So, alright. The boots, Talos's gift. Untold years ago, the fortress of the Starspire Peninsula was placed under the direct torment of Talos when a favored storm herald was murdered there. Talos is the god of storms and wanton destruction. He is an evil god. One pair of these boots was bestowed to ensure that none but a single man would survive to tell the story of his wrath. Later, travelers seeking fortune in the ruined city came upon an aged man, maddened by the continuous destruction around him. The boots he wore would carry to many a distant land the legends of a city consumed by a god's rage. 50% electrical resistance. Thank you. The squishy mage thanks you. Identify the ring. Honorary shrine. Honorary ring of Sune. Ring of holiness. Rings of this type given to faithful priests can memorize one extra divine spell of each level from 1st to 4th. Bronwyn, this is for you. I mean, you know, don't get carried away. It's, you know, it's not like we're engaged or anything. That's odd. I rested. I should have more than 2. Oh well. That's fine. I'm not in a huge hurry to identify the Wakizashi anyway. Oh, wait, it's just because it was on the wrong character. Yep, +1 Wakizashi. Well, there's nobody here who can use it, but that should fetch a pretty price. I'm gonna give the Potion of Absorption to Bronwyn, actually. And the Moonlight Walkers. Yeah. I mean, I am sorry for the loss of that one monk. He seemed like a decent fellow, and I hated for him to die. But, dude, just... It's not right. It's not fair. But I'm sorry, you were just not skilled enough to be able to do what we were trying to accomplish. Alright, back to the surface. Knowing what we know now...
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Indeed I shall. Oh my god, the plot is so thick right now. It is so thick and plotty. It just, don't get any of the plot on you. It's just gonna, it's just gonna stick to everything. It's just goop at this point. So thick, you guys. So thick, this plot. And, I mean, you would think... you can tell from the timber that covers the entrances to these layers of the mine that this is all... And, of course, there's the tracks. So, this is as far as they have mined, but they've established this whole area. They've tunneled through here. And you would think that if there's tunnels that they haven't explored, they would have guards everywhere protecting the miners. And if they had explored all of this, then you would think that they would have had a vested interest in making sure that the area stayed safe. Is it just me? It's probably just me. I don't know. I figure while I'm here, I'll go ahead and wipe out some of the remaining kobolds, simply because it is my preference that the miners do not all get murdered, and I have no faith whatsoever in the local constabulary. Man, Bronwyn got hit hard by that kobold. Down to 14 out of 26, just like that. My weapon is not unusable, game. It's right there. But okay. Yeah, we're just doing a bit of mop-up because, frankly, for reasons that I just covered, I don't think that I can count on the locals to actually protect the miners. So we're going to go ahead and... I'm not going to systematically kill every kobold in the place. But, I mean... Holy crap. Really? Really? Mira just frickin' died. Again. Okay, you know what? I just had this creepy premonition. Of what might happen if we tried to actually do the various constabularies' jobs for them. And I think we'll just go back to the surface instead.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Ha! And is Izzy the Fool's game, Zar was one-shotted by a wolf. Rest in pepperoni. Indeed. Yeah, while my characters are wandering forward. Alright, Nira, wow, 4 XP until the next level. 4 XP until the next level. That just seems so mightily unfair. So, alright.
My turn to save the day.
Oh,
I shall attend to it.
it's always your turn to save the day because you are awesome. Let's make sure everybody has their missile weapons at the ready.
If you want.
No, no, no. You get back here, old buddy, old pal.
Tempest, give us victory!
Okay.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Yeah, I am currently in the tabletop game that some of my old friends and I are playing. We are dealing with the Underdark, and let me tell you, it's terrible. Just categorically, it's horrible.
My blade will cut you down to size.
And it's called The Night Below, this adventure.
This will not be a
And it is genuinely rough enough
I shall attend to it in a
that
trice.
basically if you don't do the old approach of, oh, by the way, you also get experience points for all of the treasure that you get, your characters are just going to die. They can be powerful, they can be tough, they're just dead. Which normally in tabletop, neither I nor any of my friends will do that, but yeah, this adventure is a special case. It's what you call a juicer adventure. You put the heroes in, and the juice comes out one end, and the pulp comes out the other. And it's just insane. And this came to my mind just now.
You have but to ask.
Because, well, we're traveling around through the dim and dingy here.
Tempest,
Onward.
give us victory!
And, okay.
I shall attend
Let's
to it in
go
a
home.
trice.
I really didn't want to leave this dungeon with Nira like 4 experience points away from next level. And most of the time, yeah, you don't get experience points for the treasure that you gain. Generally speaking, in tabletop. Because it gets so out of hand so quickly. And story-wise, I mean, what? Is your character just plunging their fingers, their hands, their forearms into the piles of gold and feeling the experience just flooding in through the pores of their skin? Yeah, generally don't do that. But every now and then, you run into an exception where you're just like, okay, I need everybody to roll up the very, very special snowflakes for their characters. And we're going to be running this in this way because otherwise, by the time that you have to take on an entire city of Kuatoa with mind flayers and the backing of their gods and every other feckin' thing, you're just going to be dead meat on the stick.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
It's basically, you know, so what are the gods doing for us? They're letting you have experience points from the treasure that you find. That is how the gods are balancing the playing field, man. But that being said, that was something that Gygax had originally written into the rules. I don't know of anyone who generally still does it, because in playtest it was something that eventually was determined it just wasn't good for game balance most of the time. And I'm glad to see that it's not here. There are some of the earlier D&D computer games that did keep that.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
The Pool of Radiance being the most exceptional example that I can think of. But it's good that it's not here. It's good that when push comes to shove, we get experience by doing things. That is as it ought to be. Hello, Emerson. I've done your job for you. Well, bless my soul, you made it back alive! Thank you for that vote of confidence. You're overwhelming in the sincerity of your accolades. Well, if you don't mind me saying, you're about the most beautiful sight I've seen in weeks. Yeah, I get that a lot. It's the Brillo cream. I'll be telling the men to get back to work. We've got ore to mine. There are still kobolds down there. Well, I'll tell the men to get back to work. There's mining to be done. Down with capitalism! Destroy the bourgeoisie! Overthrow the merchant class! Still can't ship it for fear of bandits, but that ain't my problem. Long as I get paid and they work, I'm happy. Viva la revolution! Power to the people! Best you tell the mayor what you did here, because he'll likely give you a award of some kind. Ah! No! The means of production belong rightfully to the workers! Hang the parasites! Where's my guillotine? Yeah, so my character has a chaotic alignment. Okay, back to Nashville. Okay. Then we can help Minsc.
You have but to ask.
With his thing. Which reminds me, Zan, do you have anything super valuable that we need to know? Okay, good. You know what? You can keep the sword, you can keep the other stuff.
What is the point?
Yeah, but I don't think that we need to travel together past this point, you know? I feel like our paths are meant to converge. You'll probably want to go back to your homeland and tell everybody that things are ... better than they once were. You know, Bronwyn, you may as well heal yourself. You're going to be resting soon anyway.
It shall be as you wish.
Alright, alright, I'm curious. One of the side quests in this area involves a guy who allegedly, he's high-ranking in the military. Allegedly, he did these horrible murders.
Citizen.
And, you know, but there's evidence that he may not have been responsible, or he may not have done it. Omnian Soldier. Okay, dude. Snot noses like you, you're not welcome here. Come on, get out of here before I have to kick your butts. We literally just did the job that you pansy asses were too chicken shit to do. But you know what? This is your territory. We didn't know it was a barracks. We'll get out. Oh, fuck you. Run off with your tail between your legs. I've got important business. Get out of my way. And just... yeah. Yeah, you're a brave dude when you've got hundreds of people backing you up. Is that why you joined up? Is that why you joined up? What? No! Oh my god! Ah, ye fools! You shouldn't have disturbed me gravesite. It was not easy faking my own death. No! I forgot about the grave guy. What the hell? Why is this a thing? And he just immediately kills Mira. And Dorn. Okay.
My cowardice.
Wow. Okay. So apparently we need to take the long way around, because in order to preserve the illusion of his death, he's just waiting around the gravesite, ready to cast lightning bolts at anybody who happens to get close enough. The fact that I am alive is a secret! Make sure everyone knows that upon pain of death! Now die!
Surrender, and thy passage shall be quicker.
Nimble. I am death come for thee. Surrender, and thy passage will be quicker. What? I'm not surrendering to anything? Fuck you! Struggle if you must, dead one. I do not mind working for my money. Why, Nimble has been hired to deal with the likes of you. I'll never know. Okay. So, well, Nimble. Gonna see if you're susceptible to sleep spells. Because if you are, actually no. I think it's a fair guess that he's not susceptible to sleep spells because he is an enemy with a name. So, I think the time has come to just smite him. And, yeah, you just... You know what, Zan? Go ahead and hit him with your Moonblade. Just, let's do that. And Dorn, yeah, you can get up there and mosh it up with him. And Bronwyn, so can you. Just, yeah, let's get up there and give him what for, Binary Jingo. Whoops. Okay, Nira was affected by panic. Bronwyn was affected by panic, you know that happens. Nimble, near death, running for his dear little life. Oh, no, no, no. You're not going to get away. And he dies. Takes 25 slashing damage from Dorn. Holy crap, Dorn. Glad you're on our side. He actually exploded from the damage he took.
It shall be as you wish.
Oh, and he had a bunch of magic, too. Holy crap. Yeah, he probably could have done better than to attack me in front of a whole bunch of soldiers of Ham. So... that was fun. No longer need that. So... I'll I'll take that ring, thank you. I wonder what this ring does. Topsider's Crutch, a ring of infravision. Sweet. Bronwyn, you're human, right? Wait, am I human? I don't remember. Am I human? Yes. I could probably use it. Do I need it, though? Yeah, I kind of do. Oh, Joseph's greenstone ring. I never found him, so I can return that to him. You know what, Bronwyn? Character is too far away. Okay, fair enough. The stone ring, I will... Imawin. Imawin. Here's a friendship ring. And another pair of boots. What do these boots do? Boots of Avoidance, Senses of the Cat. Specifically designed to detect incoming missiles and aid the wearer in avoiding them. +5 armor class versus missile attacks. Nira! Oh, Nira, dear. This is for you. Man, who else needs a short sword +1? I don't think anyone does, actually. Now, if I was just a terrible human being, I would take Zan's family sword back before dismissing him, and then I would sell it. I mean, it's a Moonblade. It's probably worth a few bucks. But I'm not going to do that, because I do not suck in that particular way. And I'll just wait for my wandering children to get over the spell and get back to us. Cannot save at this time, because you do not have control of all your party members. Okay, that's fair. The spell wore off. Can you come back over here, please? Oh, I need to select all specifically. Okay. That's fine. That's fair. Yeah, guys, you okay? You alright? Yeah, don't feel bad, okay? That could literally happen to anyone. That wasn't even your fear. You borrowed it, okay? It's fine. Bronwyn, don't give me that look. You know how this works. You can cast spells like that yourself. Okay.
It shall be as you wish.
Anyone going to assail us while we are in here? Hopefully not. Okay. And so here we are. We're getting ready to part ways with Zan. I'm going to take care of a few errands in town, and then we'll take Minsc back. I'm curious about something real quick, though, before I go. Okay. Reputation is average. Alright. So I guess as long as my reputation is at least average, it's assumed that I am on a goodly path. That is cool. I wonder if it'll bounce back up when Dorn finally leaves, if he ever does. I mean, you never can tell. Maybe I will be able to rehabilitate him. On the other hand, I have a feeling that when we finally find Dinah here, we're probably going to have to take her in order to keep Minsc, and that means hail and farewell, Dorn the blackguard, who, unsuspected by me, is a half-orc who is also an anti-paladin who also has the strength of a hill giant. I apologize for nothing. But yeah, this is where we go, and I would say that this was a successful venture. Oh wait, I almost forgot. Goodness me.
It shall be as you wish.
You know what I forgot to do? You know what I forgot to do?
It shall
I
be as you
forgot
wish.
to talk to the mayor of this place. Gastkill, wasn't that his name? Yeah. Is that him? Is that him? Baron Gastkill. Okay. And now, the denouement of our tale, talking to Baron Gastkill. You have returned! Yeah, we noticed. It would seem I was right to trust you. The town thanks you wholeheartedly and is pleased to give you the proper reward. Aw, shucks. Please take this 900 gold for your efforts. Oh, who, me? Oh, if you insist. It is a small fortune by anyone's standards. Thank you again. Okay, the reputation has increased by 1. We gained another 1,000 experience points. And we lost the letter, one of the letters, and Mulahey's holy symbol, I guess? Is it because there were things that we were given, or is it because he took them as evidence? Let's find out. Okay, he took those things as evidence. Excellent. Okay, and that means, since there's 6 of us, I still need another 1,100 and change XPs. Oi! Man, I am earning this. Whew. All right, though. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, wait, I got another letter. So... Oh, and here's what spired Nimble on. Nimble, the money you have received from Tranzig should cover your usual fee. Your assignment is a difficult one, but I'm sure that you're up to the task. There's a group of mercenaries, excuse me, who should be coming through Nashkel in the next few days. They're led by a whelp, dude, named Coyote de la Mancha. You are to kill Coyote and all that travel with him. I warn you, they might not look like much, but they're very dangerous. Good hunting, Tazok. I'm offended. I am offended. By the way, I'm giving the cat senses to Nero so she'll quit dying from arrows. That just seems like a good career move for all concerned. And so, gentle viewers and listeners, that concludes our hero's journey for today. But before we go, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our patrons and supporters, present and future, with special thanks to Cryptid Rhea and Guinevere and ADFE, and most of all, extra special thanks to my personal savior, Laughing Gremlin. This channel could not be what it is without your support. Thank you. And if you would like to support what we do, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/Coyote de la Mancha. For as little as $1 a month, you can make a serious difference in the lives of everyone who's working on this channel, all 2 of us. Or you can give a one-time gift at ko-fi.com/Coyote de la Mancha. And finally, a huge thank to all of you who are circulating the links. I know that a lot of times I'm not able to reciprocate due to my own stuff that I'm going through, but whenever you do, I really appreciate it, and whenever you can't, there's no blame. Thank you. And so, until next time, always listen to Bronwyn's God of War, always listen to prophetic dreams, and for crying out loud, will you secure your mind? Viva la revolution! Yeah, I think that my character may start reading Tolstoy and Trotsky at this point. But in any event, I wish you all, gentle viewers and listeners, some time again.